be so calm, it makes them nervous. The most dangerous woman in the room is not the loudest one. She's the one who says less, feels everything, and still doesn't react. Part 1. The girl who thinks before she moves. Beth Harmon. The power of still thinking. She doesn't rush. She doesn't panic. While everyone else is reacting, she's calculating. Beth doesn't win because she's emotional. She wins because she's still. In a room full of pressure, her silence becomes her strategy. She studies. She observes. She waits. And then, she moves once. But perfectly. That's the first rule of stillness. Don't react fast. React right. Part 2. The woman who never explains. Catherine Pierce. The power of emotional control. Catherine doesn't beg. She doesn't chase. And most importantly, she doesn't explain herself. People try to provoke her, corner her, break her. But she stays calm, because she knows something others don't. Whoever reacts loses control. She lets people underestimate her. She lets them think they've won. And then quietly, she flips the entire situation. Her power was never loud. It was controlled. Part 3. The girl who says nothing and still wins. Maddie Perez. The power of silence. Maddie doesn't need to argue. She doesn't need to prove a point. Sometimes, she just looks at you. And that look says everything. Because silence makes people uncomfortable. When you don't react, people start overthinking. They wonder, is she angry? Does she care? What is she thinking? And that uncertainty? That's control. Maddie teaches you this. Not responding is sometimes the strongest response. Part 4. The girl who feels nothing on the surface. Wednesday Addams. The power of detachment. Wednesday doesn't react like everyone else. No panic. No emotional outbursts. Just stillness. And that makes people uneasy. Because when someone doesn't react the way you expect, you lose your power over them. She doesn't chase approval. She doesn't fear rejection. She simply exists in her own control. That's what detachment looks like. Not cold. Not heartless. Just unaffected. Part 5. The woman who waits and wins. Cersei Lannister. The power of patience. Cersei doesn't rush revenge. She waits. She watches. She listens. While others act emotionally, she gathers information. Because she understands something dangerous. Time is power. Stillness gives you time to think. And thinking gives you advantage. When she finally acts, it's not emotional. It's intentional. And that's why it works. Part 6. The quiet strength no one sees. Jo March. The power of inner control. Jo feels deeply. But she doesn't let emotions control her decisions. She channels them, transforms them, into growth, into independence, into strength. She teaches you that stillness isn't about suppressing emotions. It's about not letting them control your life. All these women are different. Different worlds. Different lives. But they share one thing. They don't lose control of themselves. Just because the situation gets out of control. They pause. They observe. They choose their response. And that's why they win. Not because they're louder. Not because they're stronger. But because they're calmer. So next time life tries to provoke you, don't react. Just stay still. And watch how everything shifts.